So, how's everybody? It's a beautiful Sunday here in Texas. So glad you guys can make it. I got something really good today. But before I get into that, I just want to say if you are new to this channel, welcome. If you stop by and you just happen to see it in your feed and you don't know why you saw it in your feed, let's just say it was divine intervention that you stopped. But anyway, I hope you like what you see. And if you do, please feel free to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification for any upcoming videos. Just to let you know, this channel is a little bit of everything. It started out as a crochet channel, and then, you know, my rabbit got involved, Ruby Sue, and then, you know, other things transpire. But pretty much, there are three main things that happen at this channel. One, the love of this channel originally was designed for crocheting. And it is one of my first loves, of course. But sometimes I have problems with my hands due to arthritis and cervical stenosis. And I feel like I shouldn't let my audience, you know, like go maybe weeks without me producing anything. So I decided to add on some other content, parts of my life, and I think it's a good balance. Okay, so Sundays we have dinner here, we fellowship through just any type of conversation or whatever. Y'all get to see me act a fool on some of these topics. So I guess Sunday conversation and food is kind of like, is basically like cooking show / mukbang / I don't know, rant and rave podcast. I don't know what it is, but it's fun. Yep. So again, welcome, welcome, welcome. So today I am fixing basically a plant-based pasta with some shrimp, some shiitake mushrooms, and some other good things. But remember, I think the first video when I started doing the food and conversation, I introduced Skinnier Super Greens food. Yes, we are having this again, and I've done several plant-based pastas. This still is, I'm not really sure if it is my favorite, because that black bean pasta is, oh, it's so good. So good. But anyway, just a quick reminder, the Super Green Skinnier food, it is made out of, let's read the ingredients: kale, zucchini, parsley, broccoli, and spinach. I'm telling you, the taste is amazing, right? And what I decided to do is I am going to cook some shrimp, right? Saute some shrimp mixed with shiitake mushrooms. Very nice. Ha ha ha, I like shiitake. Yep, and then scallions. Oh, no, fresh scallions. I do know my scallions, okay? And some shallots. And of course, I bought fresh garlic, because I will not be behind out without garlic. Y'all remember what happened the last time that I started cutting into the garlic and it was bad, right? And we're probably going to mix some of my garlic Alfredo sauce made out of cashews, no dairy. Yeah. Okay, guys, dinner is served, and there we have it. We have the plant-based pasta made out of kale, zucchini, broccoli, and spinach with shrimp, scallions, garlic, shiitake mushrooms, and I'm trying to think of what that, oh yes, and shallots. Yep, all done in a cashew garlic Alfredo sauce. And I will be having my peach sparkling water. Yep, I know I normally drink something else, but felt like a little bit of fizz without the actual sugar. Yep, and just a little bit of garlic parmesan. It is a plant-based garlic parmesan cheese, which is actually even stinkier because it's not really cheese, but it's good. And there we have it. So let's get started. Hello. So I'm done and changed my little shirt, even though they lost. Anyway, here we go. So, bless us, O Lord, in these thy gifts, which we are about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen. Thank you for this wonderful meal. I hope it looks good. Well, I hope it tastes good. I always got to do some kind of song and dance. I don't know why. I think kids have been doing that since the day that they knew how to run after the ice cream truck. Remember when you would sing a song when you had the ice cream? Yeah. So, yep. These are pretty good, you guys. I will drink a lot of sparkling water, natural sparkling water, to avoid drinking soda. Yep. So, yeah, this is peach flavor. So good. Can you see that is by Soleil? Yeah. Okay, so here we go. I don't know how I'm going to do this on camera because I usually like to touch the shrimp. I guess I have to because okay, so I unplugged the lamp. I don't think I need the light on right now, but it is getting darker quicker. So anyway, back to this. Let's see how I did this shrimp. You know, because this was a frozen shrimp, and I just know it was, you know, I don't think I've ever cooked a dish with shrimp. True statement. I'm trying to get a little bit of everything. I'm trying to get a little bit of shallot, mushrooms, shrimp, pasta. I just want it all in one big bite. This was a good idea. I'm trying to sort through some of the seasonings that I put in. Let me see. What did I use? I used Mrs. Dash lemon pepper. Oh, the McCormick's vegetable seasoning. Cooked it in the balsamic vinegar, red, with a little bit of vegan butter. And crushed red pepper flakes. And that's what's bringing out this flavor. Yep. Now, I know I said I was going to put broccoli in here, but no, not this time. For some reason, because this pasta is, I mean, you can taste each vegetable pretty much very heavily. So I didn't really want to put the broccoli in here, being that this pasta already is made out of broccoli. You know, not saying you can't, but it's so good. I did this. So here's the thing, guys. I actually was going to do a part 2 to last week's conversation about America and working, which I might touch on it before we go, but I want to talk about something else. Social media. Friend or foe? That's today's topic. Actually, it is social media, but not so much friend or foe. How about social media? When do you know you've gone too far? So it comes down to how much should you expose of yourself on social media? And also, you know, do you have the right to get upset when you see comments that maybe you don't like, you know, when you have basically opened up Pandora's box? And what I mean by opening up Pandora's box is you have opened up a box. You have exposed or become transparent in a part of your life that no one forced you to become. You know, nobody said you have to say this, you have to say that. Now, I know that some people are going to say, well, Shania, what if your channel or your social media page or something is about your family life, family vlog? Again, I mean, even with that, there's some things that you can keep under wraps. You still have some type of control of how much you expose, right? I mean, are we all in agreement with that? Because it's not like you have an official TV show on NBC or CBS where there are producers saying, well, if you want to keep this contract and get paid, you have to do A, B, C, and D. You basically make up your own script when you're on your own channel, your own page, whatever platform it is that you're using. Okay? Now, I don't know why people expose as much as they do about their personal life. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if it was for you wanted a lot of followers or, you know, subscribers or likes, you know, like overnight. I don't know. I don't know if it was because you thought that would build your brand better, if that's what you were going for. Whatever the reason is, let me tell you this story. This true story just happened. So someone that, well, okay, let me begin by saying I follow a lot of couples on social, on YouTube for one. I'll say YouTube. It's quite a few, but within the past 2 years, I've noticed that there are couples where they kind of slowed down posting videos or uploading videos rather, and you start to see a change. So, okay. So this one particular one, you know, and again, I'm always going to be respectful. Even though they have put themselves out there, I'm definitely not going to say anybody's name, and I'm not even going to say what their channel is about. What I'm saying is that this one particular couple recently, it is all over the place, and basically, you know, one of the people, they're upset because people were coming for them in the comments, you know, because what has happened is that now the audience has been divided. It's like, I'm team female, I'm team male, you know, like I'm going with this person, I'm going with that. And then there's the people that's like, I'm supporting both of you. And they're going back and forth between two different, you know, platforms or wherever, you know, whatever the entities have their own, you know, platforms now. So the one of the owners of the, you know, the content was saying, people were saying, you know, hurtful things, and basically they looked in and said, you don't really know what's going on. We're only showing you a piece. And as far as I know, from what I have seen, you have shown a lot. You have shown a lot. And what's crazy is that this is the reason why I didn't comment, because, you know, I feel like the damage is done. You don't need me to say anything negative, right? And also, I'm not going to say anything positive. I'm just not going to say anything. But I tell you what I will do. I will read them other comments, and I'll probably be like, like, whatever. Because some people, particularly one person that is subscribed to my channel, they know who I'm talking about. And they said something that I was thinking, but, you know, it was truthful. It was truthful. And the way they said it, it was not disrespectful. they could not have been more respectful, you know, than the Pope himself. They said it in a very respectful manner. But then you have the people who are the diehard fans or groupies or followers, you know, or subscribers. They are diehard, and they tried to come for the person who made a very truthful statement. I mean, it was just truthful. It wasn't vulgar. It wasn't rude. It wasn't crude. And I was amazed, because that's what made me start thinking about, why do we start to idolize these people on these platforms? The same platform that I'm recording this video right now. I don't want anybody to idolize me. I mean, nobody should be being idolized, you know. For me, especially being of the faith that I am of, I'm not idolizing any man. And I need to catch myself before I start doing that. But nevertheless, that's going off the subject. What I'm saying is that, you know, the person was attacking, I'm going to say, my subscriber, okay? They were attacking my subscribers, saying, well, you don't know, and that's kind of rude, and you should keep your opinion to yourself, and this and this and this. But what's crazy is that I noticed that the person who is saying, oh, you know, you don't understand, and you only know what we show you. But what I'm saying is, you've kind of shown a lot, and maybe, just maybe, you might have shown too much, is what I'm saying. When you are in a relationship and you start opening the doors, right? I mean, people are saying, oh, you're so kind. You're showing us, you're so transparent, or whatever. See, all of that seems good and well, but you have to remember, every relationship is going to go through some hiccups and some bumps, right? And now the question is, and what's the kicker is that people will put their relationships and business on platforms of social media, right? But these are the same people that when they're in their home will turn around and tell their children or other family, or don't want other family members to know what's going on. I don't want so-and-so to be in my business. I don't want the Joneses next door to be in my business. So which is it? What's it going to be? I'm not downing these people. Not downing you. What I'm saying is, it goes with the territory. Remember, if you open up Pandora's box, I mean, you're going to get it either way. And then for the people who, I don't get it. I'm sorry. I just don't get it. I don't get what people are just like, I couldn't work all day thinking about your situation. Like I said, I have money to make, and I do care about these people to a certain degree. But I think at some point, come on, you got to be real. Because God forbid, if anything happened to you personally, I'm not going to say that these people are not going to be sad. They're not even going to know, you know, I mean, they're not going to know. Especially, I mean, for me, I have a small, as you can see, you know, I'm up here bowling with my 67 subscribers. But out of that 67, I would say more than 70% are family, friends, and co-workers. I mean, that's how we all start, right? And then the rest are people who were kind enough, who didn't know me. I was just like, what is this lady talking about? You know, and they decided to take a chance. And I thank you, right? So what I'm saying, so we're going to address that audience, not the people who know who Shania is and always known me or work beside me or whatever. I want to address the people who don't know me and they just happen to stumble upon my channel, whether it was through the crochet or my pet rabbit, Ruby, you know, or my little crazy conversations, one-off videos here and there. What I'm saying is, I know I know more of my people. I shouldn't say my people. That sounds crazy, right? Because that's going to lead me into the next thing. I know more of the people who are subscribed to me, right? So when somebody that I know has been commenting a lot, you know, normally, and all of a sudden they just stopped. I don't mean they have to comment on every video, but if they stop, I'm going to be like, oh, I wonder if so-and-so's doing okay. I wonder if Linda's okay. I wonder if Barb's okay. Oh, I can't use Linda. She's my best friend. I wonder if Barb's okay. I wonder if Lisa Knits is okay. You know? Yeah. Then I'm going to be like, you know, but what I'm saying is when you get really large as a YouTuber, you're not going to know if anybody's missing if something happens to you. So what I'm saying is to the audience where people are like, my heart, I can't take it. I'm so sad to see y'all broken up. What's going to happen? Y'all two are going to get back together. And then when you get someone, another subscriber who says the truth of why this probably happened, or says the truth about one of your human flaws, which we all have, right? Then you have two things happening. You have the owner of the channel saying, don't say hurtful things, and you really don't know. Yeah, you're right. We only know what you put out there. But the thing is that you put out enough. You put out enough, right, for people to congregate and come together and say, boom, this is what I think. And this is how I feel about your situation. And up until this point, it's pretty much been all good. I mean, I know there were other comments like before, you know, things went awry with your relationship or whatever. But, you know, I mean, now it's like, okay, you know, and then now I'm going to the second part, the followers or whatever. First of all, I have a problem with people. I have a problem with people when they start naming their followers like a certain name. Okay, now let me step off this channel for a minute. Okay, I'm talking about, let's just go, because it's kind of funny. For instance, like, I've heard that, what was the thing with Beyonce, like, you know, if you follow her or whatever, I don't know what platforms and everything, because I'm not on social media like that other than anything that's connected to YouTube, but they call what? The people that follow her the Beehive or something like that. And they'd be like, you better not say anything crazy about Beyonce because the Beehive will get you. And I be thinking, what? Now, I'm just saying, there are grown folks out there that will be like, I'm part of the Beehive. And I just be like, and I'm sorry if anybody subscribed to my channel, be like, what are you trying to say? I'm part of the Beehive. I mean, I'm sorry. It's just funny to me. I'm sorry. I can't help that. It's funny to me. Or the people that follow, you know, like when people were following Tamar Braxton, they're called Tamartians. Her name's Tamar. They're called Tamartians. I just be like, okay. You know, and then people will be commenting on others people, like attacking other followers or something, like, you know, oh, how dare you speak out against the king or the queen? Off with your head. Get the hell out of here. You're crazy. It's just funny, you know, and like these people, famous or not, or sub-famous, or YouTube famous, they don't even see that they are evolving into some crazy idol. And you know what? That's not their fault. I mean, everybody is grown. They have their own opinions or whatever, but I'm just sorry. It's kind of ludicrous, right? It is. You know? So what I'm saying, because you'll never have to worry about me trying to say, if I get up to a lot of subscribers, trying to give y'all a name, like, I don't even know what the hell I would call people. The Pinkettes. Oh, the Hulksters. I mean, I don't know. This is crazy. It's ludicrous. But anyway, okay. So that's one aspect of social media that is funny to me and it's kind of crazy. But going back to how much is too much or when have you gone too far, I feel like you've gone too far if now when something goes wrong, and I'm not talking about your fans. When I say your fans, I'm talking about the people who are coddling you, you know, kissing you on the forehead, everything gonna be okay. I'm talking about the people who, not trifling people, not disrespecting you. I'm talking about the people who just have an honest opinion of what they see. We're all watching the same thing. None of us are seeing anything different, right? No matter how many platforms you have, if you're on 5 different platforms and someone is subscribed to all 5 and maybe I'm only subscribed to one, basically you're still showing the same content. Because there's a couple of things that with this particular situation I missed because I wasn't at the time I wasn't subscribed to Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And I mean, basically it was one of the main key factors of why this couple possibly has split. Nevertheless, what I'm saying is, I mean, and that's another crazy thing. Not only are you transparent on one platform, you're going to be transparent with your relationship on multiple platforms. So why are people upset when someone says something and they speak and they speak the truth? Because now basically what I feel like, I'm not talking about the person that's real nasty and calling you names. I'm talking about somebody who just spoke the truth, you know, and now it's a problem. I'm sorry. I mean, basically what you want is you want a yes crowd. You want a yes person. You want a yes crowd that's going to go with everything you said. And not to mention, if I don't think it's fair because then it's like you got half the people went to one side, the other side or whatever. And what's crazy is that they're coming back on each other's pages and then talking in the comments about, well, yeah, I just saw what they posted, yada, yada, yada. I mean, it's just insane. Now, let me tell you how that went, because I'm not subscribed to either person's. And it's not just one couple. It's a couple of couples that I'm talking about. But this one in particular, because like I said, somebody on my channel subscribed, you know, and we both were watching the same thing unfold right before our very eyes. You know, it's not hateful, you know. But what's funny is that when they said, you're not here, you don't know everything that happened. So my question is, so the people who you agree with that is coddling and cuddling you or whatever, how come you're not telling them you're not here? You don't see everything. You're just talking about the people that made the comments that you didn't like. Do you see where I'm going with this? Shoot, I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah. If I find me somebody, woo, I might say, yeah, I finally found somebody. And they might make a guest appearance, but I will not be telling you a story of how we met or what we do behind closed doors or how we, you know, how we get intimate with each other. I'm sorry. I just think I'm like, I mean, who are you having a relationship with? Are you having a relationship with that person or the world? And I know people are probably like, but you was watching, you put it out there. You put it out there. And I feel sorry for every person that's out there that put their business out there as they were building their brand or whatever. Like I said, if you're saying, well, my channel is about daily life, blog, a day in the life of yada, yada, yada. Okay. But what I'm saying is, even then, there's some type, you still can control how much you want to expose. You know, and I who have a random, channel. I mean, it's mainly supposed to be crochet, but as you can see, we're doing this. I've added a couple other contents. Again, I'm only going to allow so much, of how much, my life I want to share. I just think, and I think that it's unhealthy when you share too much, because remember, everybody doesn't deserve to have a piece of your heart. That's the truth. I mean, that may sound crazy, but everybody does not deserve to have a piece of your heart. Even the Bible says, guard your heart. Everything in life flows from your heart. So what I'm saying is, it's nice. And don't get me wrong, I truly believe that you can have followers, subscribers, friends, or whatever, that what they do is they get to learn who you are, right? From what they can see, and then they begin to like you, and and then I think they care about your well-being. When I was sick a couple of times, or I said, hey, I can't post this video, I'm not feeling I'm feeling under the weather, there were people who reached out, and I can tell that they are concerned. I can tell. And I am concerned about their well-being as well. But I mean, let's be real. Let's just open this up. And I'm bringing up this topic just in case, I ever get to be a big YouTuber, because I will want the followers that I have right now, okay, while I'm small, to, hey, keep me grounded. Keep me grounded. I mean, hey, if you feel like you need to say, Sean, you doing too much. Like, and when I mean by you're doing too much, I'm talking about you're exposing too much. And trust me, before any of you would get to me, Linda would get to me. My friend Anil would get to me. My mom and dad, they see this, they'll be like, oh, wait a minute. You know better than that. That's a true statement. Nope. But yeah, it bothered me when I saw this one person comment very respectfully, and it was like, that poor person who made that truthful comment, they could not shake this other subscriber. They couldn't shake him, because this seemed like that other subscriber, and I noticed it wasn't just one person that I called, that one subscriber that was harassing the other one about, that's just crude and you weren't there and you don't know, they seem to be the gatekeeper of everybody on that channel. If you come out of your mouth and say one crazy thing, and not even, forget about crazy, say one truthful thing, it was just like, let's not go there, that's rude, you can leave this page, or you don't need to say that. And I was thinking to myself, are they I mean, did the person who owns this channel, did they employ that person? Because it wasn't just one post. I have seen that name, and I have seen that name on both channels of the separated party. They go back and forth and start, it was just crazy. And I was like, oh, look at that. That's the gatekeeper. I'm crazy. Yup. And people scared of the truth. This shows that when someone posts something and you have someone that is the one person that will go against the grain, and the person who subscribed to my channel, that's why I like them. Because when I say I like them, I like their comments, okay? Because I don't know who they are, but I like their comments. They probably should have a podcast, to be honest with you, because the way that they put their opinion was so fluid. And I mean, you couldn't help but to, no matter whose side you was on, you couldn't help but to respect that person. That's why I was just like, why is this other person coming from this person? I was just like, and I was like, oh yeah, that's because people don't like to hear the truth. They don't like to, they say they want the truth. People say they want the truth, but they don't like to hear the truth. But that's my whole kick on that. It wasn't going to be over the whole entire dinner. I'm sorry. I had to get that one out because social media has a way of making itself like a friend of man. And I think it's a trick sometimes, you know. Yes, I know it can be good. The fact that I connect with people that I've never, you know, I'm still in awe of one of my subscribers, Lisa Knits. She's all the way across seas in Australia. And I think that's like, wow, somebody sees me in Australia, you know, down under. That's cool, you know. Somebody in another state, you know, hey Barb, they see me. They can see me. And they can get to know me. But social media can rear its ugly head. The one that you never saw coming. Oh, it can be so ugly. And everybody knows me. I promise you, I would not have an Instagram page if I did not have this YouTube channel. And I have told Linda, my best friend, a million times, I can't stand being on Instagram. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And somehow people have gotten into my head saying, you can only have a successful YouTube. You got to have another platform of, you know, another social media platform to go with that one so you can get more subscribers. That's not necessarily true. Because I know some people who I'm subscribed to that built their YouTube channel up with hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people and then went to got like an extra social media platform. So I don't know. And even if they didn't, you know what? I'm sorry. I mean, and this is whether you believe in God or not, but for me, I do. And the old saying goes, what God has for me is for me. So what that means is, with or without any extra social media platforms, if this is intended to grow, you know, then, and this is what he wants for me, then it's going to happen. If it's not, okay. All right. Well, let's move on. That's the only reason I can't stand going on there. Because for one, I don't get it. I used to be on social media a long time ago, like when MySpace came out. Yeah, y'all forgot about MySpace, didn't you? I was good at that. Good at Facebook. But then I didn't like what was happening to me. I didn't like what was happening to me on Facebook because I literally subconsciously started falling prey to what I call the high school syndrome, which is when you were in high school, most of us, the average person, if you weren't like the most popular, the most beautiful, you know, the prom king or queen, you know, the most likely to be successful and all this kind of stuff, you was just the okie doke mediocre person like me, right? But everybody wants to be liked. Everybody wants to be accepted. And you know what? I find that true even with adults today. Nobody wants to be rejected. Everybody wants to be loved. Everyone wants to feel needed. I'm not talking about a popularity contest. I'm talking about the human need to want to be loved and accepted, you know, even if it's just one person. That's because that's the way we were designed. That's the way we were created. Okay. So what I'm saying is I started falling prey to social media. Like I literally would just post something and I would be like, what? Nobody really liked it, you know? And then I started doing stupid stuff. Like it was like Shania just checked in at Covenant Church at, you know, 9:59 a.m. I started thinking to myself, Do people really need to know that? I mean, that I just went to church? And then I started asking myself, what am I trying to say here? By me having to post, I just checked in at church. What am I trying to say? Stupid stuff. Shine just checked in at Remix for Zumba. Shine just checked in again. And then people would comment and say, you did 3 sessions of Zumba for one day? Which means you're doing like, you're going to Zumba and doing like 3 classes a day, like 5 days out of the week. And I was just like, yeah. You know, I mean, it's crazy. And I really, when I would be alone with myself before head went to pillow that night, I would start to say, this isn't you. This is not what I want to be. I don't want to care what other people think. I don't want to. And because it seemed like I had no self-discipline and so no self-control, I was just honest with myself. And I said to myself, okay, this is not the place that I need to be. It's not healthy for me. So boom, I got off. And I got off several times. I would say probably like 4 or 5 times. And then the last time I was on Facebook, I had been on for years. Like I didn't care what was going on. I was just like, whatever, right? I got back on because my little dog died, MacArthur, and it broke my heart. But I mean, he hadn't died yet, but I had to put him in ICU, and I was like, I can't afford to pay this. You know, I need some help. And I did a GoFundMe because, you know, somebody was like, just do GoFundMe. I didn't know. And, you know, so I did it, and he passed anyway. And I was very honest with people. I got on social media and said, hey, he didn't make it. Anybody that wanted their money back, they could have got it, because that's not what this was about. I wanted to prove to people, hey, I'm not being fake. And everybody was like, well, you still got to pay the bill. And I appreciated it. I mean, I appreciated it. You know, somebody who I never met, they did not know me. They donated something. I was like amazed. They donated because of my best friend. They hadn't seen my best friend in years, since they were in high school. I just thought, that's in my mind, I was like, that's how social media is supposed to work. I thought where people connect and are kind, you know, and we support each other, you know, no matter whether you believe that the little dog needed to live or not, you know, they supported me because my heart was hurting. My heart was broken. And when he passed, I stayed on for a little bit because I actually was trying to network with a friend of mine who did like Christian-based t-shirts, and I was doing crochet. That's when I got heavily into crocheting, because I was crocheting a lot when the first dog died, Pumbaa, and then when Bubbles died, I was just like, oh, you know, and crocheting was my outlet, and it felt like it saved me. But nevertheless, what I'm saying is, I tried to stay on for a little while, and we did like 2 giveaways, but then I just saw so much ugliness on it. It was just ugly, man. I'm talking about like dog butt ugly, you know, and that's pretty ugly, a dog butt, you know, but I was just like, I'm done with it. And to be honest with you, only Linda knows. It took me, I mean, I had been talking about starting a YouTube here and there, but even maybe Linda doesn't even know this part. It was almost 3 years before that's how long I was thinking about doing a YouTube channel. That's how long I was thinking about it, because I kept thinking, I don't know about putting myself out there. I don't know about it. I don't want people, you know, coming for me. I mean, it's part of the game. They will come for you no matter what. But what I've learned, and I've only been on YouTube since, what was that, Lynn? Like the last week of May this year. Like it was on a Wednesday. It was a Wednesday right before Memorial Day was when I premiered. And I was so nervous, and like most people are. And I felt at that moment like, okay, Cheyenne, once you do this, there is no turning back. That, like my father always says, all right, once you open up Pandora's box, that's it. Nobody has ever successfully closed Pandora's box. If you ever saw the movie Hellraiser, which I do, you know, a man finds a box It can either open, which is kind of weird that movie that I will not watch now, it has some truth to it as far as like the concept. If you the movie was that this man had a box, looked like a little Rubik's cube, and it can either open up the gateway to heaven or it could open up the gateway to hell. And damned if social media isn't that. Do we all agree? It can. It can open up, but I also believe that you have the power, right? That when Pandora's box is opened on social media, that you have the power to which side is going to open by controlling how much of your personal self that you put out there and what you put out there. Yep. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. So if I start acting crazy and coming on this channel, in my underwear, I don't know, with an apron on or something. I'm just making something up, y'all. I can't think of something. But you know what I mean. I start doing something crazy or saying something crazy as far as like too much of me is exposed, then, oh, you know what? I mean, I'll pray the prayer myself. If you guys won't do it for me, I'll just say, hey, God, please yank my collar, look, pull me back and say, hey, whoa, wait a minute. Because it's sad, because going back to that couple, now they are trying to fix their personal life. And here's the kicker. They're trying to fix it on camera. I mean, yes, they have slowed down, each person has slowed down. Well, one person is starting to post more, but the other person has slowed down. And what I'm saying is that we're still seeing parts. We're seeing the post, the afterlife. We're still seeing parts of their personal life. Because I'm not going to lie, maybe for me, I think if I had went that route, if I had somebody and I would have went that route, knowing me, knowing myself, I know myself. I don't care what, this is where I'm going to be like, I would have to make one video and say, look, I need to step back for a while and I got to take care of some family business. And everybody would have been flooding like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And I just, or better yet, I would have said in the video, for this purpose, I'm turning off all comments and I will hopefully be back. Because at this point, I'm thinking to myself, well, how valuable is your relationship? At some point, you got to stop that camera from rolling. Or you gotta step back. And you know what? If this out of there's a total of 3 couples that I'm referring to, but in this one in particular, if these people work it out, right? I hope that if they return as a couple on YouTube or whatever platform that they are, that they now draw some boundaries. That's the other word, boundaries. You should have boundaries. But no boundaries. It's Shark Week. You have no boundaries, it's going to be Shark Week all the time. I would say if you want things to work for your family and you or whatever, and if you want to go your separate ways still, even as a person who has a channel, and people probably be like, well, Shine, how much can you expose? You're on a crochet channel. I could. Just about the fact that when I have these conversations, I could tell y'all the world. But I won't. Yep. You know what? Last night, when I was uploading my video for the scarf that I just did, I decided to go get something to eat because by the time I got finished recording and editing. I was not, it wasn't even late, but I wasn't trying to get in that kitchen and start cooking. So I decided to go get something to eat through a drive-through. And I was a little grumpy or whatever, and I was on the phone with my friend, you know, when I went out, because it was dark outside, and I'm scared of the dark, y'all. I'll be like, I'm not going out there, it's dark. I got a car and everything, but I'll be like, it's dark. But anyway, because I'm not good at driving at night, but I went, and so I'm in this long line at the takeout, right? And the friend that I was on the phone with, we're still talking about this situation with the shortage of people that are working in America, because it's affecting, you know, your fast food restaurants, you know, it's affecting everything, the mail, everything, right? So I'm like, yeah, you know, this is ridiculous. And what is wrong with Americans? How come they don't want to work, you know? And the $1 million question she had asked was, if nobody's working, who is? Damn, that's the $1 million question, right? If nobody wants to work, who the hell is working? I'm working. Shoot, I'm working. I am working. Yes, like a Hebrew slave, I am working. Anyway, so, you know, so we're talking, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm so disappointed with humanity. So I get up to the window, right, and got my card ready to pay. And the guy at the place said, oh, ma'am, you don't have to pay. You know, I just want to let you know that the car ahead of you paid for your meal. What? They did what? He's like, yup, they paid for your meal. And he said, because the car in front of them had paid for their meal. And just like that, man, that good feeling, that joy, that happiness, that gratefulness, it spread like wildfire. And I said, here's the kicker. I said, I did eventually ask, like, how much is the people's stuff behind me? But before I even said that, it came out of my mouth instantly. I said, well, they did it for them, and they did it for me. I'm doing it for them. Yup. And the guy said, okay. And so then he went to go look at how much it was. Was y'all waiting for me to say it was going to be like $50? It wasn't. It was like around $15 or something like that or whatever. But even if it was higher, I still would have paid it. I was just like, because that's what I'm trying to talk about. Like, you know, when it's sad when social media, people are being so mean to each other when there's so much craziness going on in the world or whatever. And right when you think that mankind has failed you or they're just horrible, some random act of kindness comes along. And I'm telling you right now, you know, y'all have no idea, man, you would have thought that I won the lottery. You know, I need to check my lottery ticket. I didn't even check that lottery ticket. You would have thought that I won the lotto. But you know what? At that moment, I felt like I won the lotto. I did. I'm not trying to get all mushy, but I did. I actually had like little tears of joy in the corner of my eyes. I did, but I had this goofy smile, the same one I have on right now. I was so happy. I was happy because it's the thought. Think about that. Oh, and I know y'all acting like, Sharon, why you acting like, so what? What was some fries and a Coke? It wasn't about that. They paid for my meal. They paid for my meal. It made me happy. It made me happy. And then I came home and saw them crazy behind comments, and I saw people attacking this one person subscribed to my channel, and I was just like, I mean, don't get me wrong, because the person was able to, I mean, they could hold their own, but I was just like, why, Father, why are we acting like this? You've given us these resources, and all we want to do is just abuse it. Oh no. I'm out I'm out of water, y'all. And you know what that means? It means it's probably time for me to wrap it up. So I am. Oh, but before I wrap this up, let's do roll call. Barbara. Hello? Where have you been? I missed you, Barbara. Linda. Hey. Hope you caught some fish. Linda went fishing today, y'all. Let's see how that worked out. Hey, Anil. Hey, Brian Miller, better known as Miller. Yeah, I hope your team is doing better than mine because you see I'm recording. I'm sorry. I know I probably should be watching a game, but I need to get this out the way. Yes, indeed. Hey, Lisa, down under. Yay. Lisa, I know this is probably cliche, and don't get mad for me asking, but do kangaroos be hopping all over the place around there? I'm sorry. I know this is an ignorant question, but sometimes I can be blissfully ignorant. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Yeah, that conversation was good today, right? Don't become your parents. Oh, Daddy, I love you, but I don't want to become you the older I get. I don't want, and my father knows what I'm talking about. I love my father dearly. I do. And I want to exude the kind of character and characteristic traits that he has. I want to do that. I don't want to be, Dad knows what I'm talking about. I don't want to be start to, not have rhythm when I dance, or start talking about when everything hurts, or start saying like this younger generation. But okay, so I kind of do that, but I just don't become your parents. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I got sidetracked because I think Linda just sent me something. I think she might have caught something. Where was I? Okay, so yes, I'll say hi to Lisa and this. And then, oh, hey, Bridget. Hey, Fran. It dawned on me, Fran. I was just like, oh my God, I never give a shout out to Fran. Hey, Sue, if you're watching. Hi, Sue. Hey, IT guys from work, because I know they're pretty much the only people from work who watch my videos. Anyway, and then every time I give a shout out and I say hello to everybody, then I always, it's not just with this video. It could be on a crochet video. It could be on a Ruby Sue video, which is my pet rabbit. I always, no new subscriber goes unnoticed on this channel. Hey, Lex, you did that. Ooh, you had the courage to say what I wanted to say. You had the courage to say what I wanted to say. Oh, Lex, and I just want to say this to you, Lex. You might want to think about maybe podcast business or something, Thank you. Thank you and welcome to my channel. I hope that you like what I have, Again, to all my subscribers, I don't know. I mean, other than my family and friends, I know who's here for what. They're here. Family and friends and coworkers are here to support me and get started. But I'm talking about for the people who did not know me and they subscribe. I don't know what some of my subscribers are here for. And what I mean by that is some of them initially could have came to this channel for the crochet, and some of them stuck around when they started seeing like little clips of Ruby. Some of them might have just joined because that's like, ooh, what? Food? Because I am a foodie. Everybody knows that. But whatever your reason is for joining me, I mean, all I can say is thank you. Thank you. I hope that you continue to stick around and just be a part of this channel. Yup. So yeah, that's it. So I hope everybody's taking care. I hope y'all enjoyed today's conversation. Let me know what you think about this conversation. Leave a comment in the box, or just hit a little thumbs up. But either way, if you're new and you just stopped by and you were watching me stuff my face and talk or whatever, this is what I do on Sundays. We have food and fellowship on Sundays. You know, we just want to shoot the breeze, and that's what we do. And thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so that you can get notifications on all of my videos, you know. And like I said, if you're not here for the food and you want to just see the crochet, that's fine. Whatever you're here for, I'm just glad that you're here. How about that? Yep. So I'm going to, you know, I'm just going to try to put a little description of what I put in this meal. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm putting anything in the description box. I'll just have it included in the video. But until the next time, because I have some more videos coming up, and just to let you guys know, this is our close at my job. You know, we have month end, and so that means I do work even longer hours. But I think I might be able to upload maybe 1 or 2 videos during the work week. So watch out for that. Okay. Until next time, everyone have a happy evening, Sunday evening. And I hope you guys stay safe and blessed. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.